We go from the famed Darlington Raceway in South Carolina and the Southern 500, one of the biggest races of the season, to another big race this season. We go to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, nicknamed the Brickyard, for the running of the Brickyard 400, one of the 4 crown jewel races of the Gatorade Cup Series, season number 8. It's one of the launching stones for drivers to try and get themselves into the chase for season number 8. Lawrence Pownpon is one of those drivers that's just on the outside of the top 10 points, looking for a winner, a decent day. He's on the pole here today. It could be a big day for that 24. Who's outside third, one of Land Lions. Then third's Griffin Lynn, fourth is Antonio Charles Bois, and rounding out the top 5 we have Keegan Thompson. Zachary Fitzhard Sr. roll off 6th. 7th place we have Roberto Rivera. 8th is Trip McGinnis. In 9th it's Joe Jefferson, and Jake Galloway rounds our top 10. For the rest of the field, there's Mathis Wells, 2's insides, Diego Yepez. Then behind them, Danny Lloyd and Oliver Galloway. Then we have Alexander Rowe and Charles Robert. Then Pena Sly, who is our points leader coming into this race, who his outside is the 20 Steven Taylor, who is the winner of this race last season, and also second in points. Then we have Steve Larker and Luke Rainey, along with Jeff Wright and TJ Hanley. Then Sebastian Kukulon and Justin Lightning. Adam McDowell with Tim Gary. And Carter Friesen and Greg Torres, along with Ryan Taylor and Jonathan Buford. And we have Levi Schoens and Jay Jefferson. Jacob Davidson with Dale Lightning. And we have Anthony Hernandez and Derek Hamill. Code Luigi with Eli Bright. And Patrick Smith and Josh Crash. And then the final one, Max Anderson, 98, who's outside at 29 of Nathan Stapleton. So there's our 4-car field for the Brickyard 400 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Let's get going with our starting command.
Drivers, start your engine!
And the command has been given to fire the 42 engines up to do battle here at the Brickyard, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And our 40-car field rolls off the starting grid. Lawrence Pownpon, Landon Lyons on the front row will lead us to the green flag and the Brickyard 400. So we see some patriotic schemes in the field here today because this race is being held on Veterans Day. We want to take a moment to thank the veterans for all their support and their service in the military, whatever branch they were in. Greatly appreciated. We want to put on a good show for you guys here today. If you know someone, if you're watching that is a veteran, tell them thank you here on this day. And this is their day, and greatly appreciate their service in the military. Hopefully we can put on a great show for them here today at the Brickyard, one of the famed racetracks in North America. So as the pace car goes into pit road, 24 laps, number 24 is on the pole, Lawrence Pownpon, looking to break his way inside the top 10 in points. He's just on the outside. A win could do that here today. Who will win the Season 8 Brickyard 400? We are green in the Brickyard 400! From the pole, Lawrence Pownpon, the 24, leads lap 1. And that's 5 bonus points towards the championship, which could be big. Field spread out there to come off turn number 1. Pownpon continues to lead. Here's the battle for a second. Joe Jefferson leads at Roberto Rivera down the backstretch. Jefferson, a past winner of the Brickyard 400, he did it in season number 6. So he knows how to get to victory lane here at the Brickyard. Just can he do it once again? It'd be a second win in this race. It'd be big towards his chase chance to place just on the outside of the top 10 like Pownpon. Pownpon's doing a great job out front though right now. Diego Yepez comes to the inside for second. And as they shuffle for a second here, that's really only going to put the 24 out to try and pull away. Down the front stretch. Pownpon leads a second lap. Diego Yepez clear in second, trying to get the run to the 24 in the draft to turn 1. Here comes Danny Lloyd, the 56, through to third. Now Yepez for the lead off turn 1. Gets back up in line. Lloyd jumps to the bottom lane, the 56. Trying to get beneath Yepez as they come off turn 2. Couldn't quite get done. They get back up in line. Shuffling here. The 87 on the bumper of the 24, all but pushing Pownpon down the backstretch. Does he make the move to turn 3? Staying in line for now is Yepez. Now he's looking low off turn number 3. Back up in line for the 87. He's got to make that move shortly here. The 56 going to take advantage and get to second here. Off turn 4. Down the front stretch. Pownpon going to come around and lead his third lap of the race. And the single file for the front 5. Who's going to be the first to break low? No one as of yet. Now Yepes looking low through 1. This time he has a run. Beneath Palpon off turn 1. And side by side to turn 2. Lloyd goes high. Here comes the 33 row. Yepes clears. Now can Palpon get back in line? Looks like it's going to be a Noah Alexander, the big push from Salada, our points leader. Going to get through to second here in the 33 down low. Rowe to the inside. He'll grab the second position. Salada, our points leader, through to third. Hanley for fourth. Rowe tried to cut down. The 77 is down there. Onto the front stretch. Side by side for a second. Yepes pulls away a little bit. He'll lead lap number 4. 20 laps to go at the Brickyard. Diego Yepes leads. Salada, our points leader, up to second. Hanley in the A2 trying to get into the chase. He won at Dover. A few good finishes here and there put him into a spot to try and make the chase. He has had to perform well these last 3 races, especially here at Indy. And McDowell to his inside for third. Down the back stretch. Right now, Yepes doing a great job. Hanley off the top side, trying to get clear of McDowell. He has a good run, but can he get clear to turn 3? Tries to get down the 60-minute, getting in the bumper. There may have been bump and run here at Indy. A fast-speed racetrack. Through 4. Battles over. Here comes Oliver Galloway, our last winner, the Southern 500 winner. Up inside the top 5. The first 2 pulled away as their single file. Then the side-by-side for third on back. It's slowing them down, allowing the 87 and the 77 to pull away a little bit. Now 3 wide. Oliver Galloway, big move on that. McDowell and TJ Hanley. They start back down the double file. Yeah, this is not a place you want to go triple file. Double file barely works. 3 wide, especially off turn 3. That's the breaking point. If you are 3 wide off turn number 3, there is a 99.9% chance you're going to have a crash. That 0.1% sometimes happens. It's very rare, though. So if we see 3 wide off turn number 3, watch for that to try and possibly cause a crash. Now it's their single file at the front. Trying to get back together with the 77 and the A7. Salada now under attack from last race winner Oliver Galloway as they come down the front stretch. Our Southern 500 winner looking to go back-to-back in crown jewel races. Galloway, the A3, is up to second. Now he's running down. Yepes has a good run off turn 1. Looking to the inside to turn 2. He has a nose. Through 2. Galloway side by side with Yepes, who gives him out down low. It's going to be Levi Jones on the 17. The seasoned veteran of the Gatorade Cup Series coming low. And Zachary Fitzar Sr. up inside the top 5. He's looking for his second win in the last 3 races. Oliver Galloway will grab the top position. Levi Jones had a horrible season, a miserable season. He wants to turn around with the win at the Brickyard. He's up to second. Going for the lead down the front stretch. Does he have the run to get beside the A3? Galloway will lead lap number 7. Jones through to second, doesn't have the run. And here comes Galloway's teammate TJ Hanley. Red Bull Racing has found some as of late. Both their cars finished top 5 in the Southern 500. They're both inside the top 3 now. They're going to try and go 1-2. Hanley to the inside, Jones. A2 and 17 battle for second. And as Hanley takes second, Red Bull Racing is first and second here at the Brickyard. They've been so strong as of late, but can they close out this one as well? To turn 3. Hanley closing in on his teammate. Does he make the move? Does he stay in line? He stays in line for now. Can Steve Larker make the move? Larker stays in line third. Off turn 4. Red Bull Racing going to complete lap number 8. 1-2. Galloway leads. Hanley second. Steve Larker, Roberto Rivera also clear their third and fourth. Rivera looking low for third to turn 1. Hanley looking low on his teammate Galloway as they go through the short shoot of 1 and 2. Keegan Thompson, the stick moving forward, Anthony Charbois. As they get single file now down the back stretch. See how close they are together down this back stretch. The A2 with the run lifts. The 34th to run. He'll go to the inside the A2. Charbois goes to the inside the 12 of Rivera. Steve Larker grabs second. And I think the A2 tried to stay in line there with his teammate Oliver Galloway. It hurt him. He maybe had to feather the throttle a little bit. And you'll see right there, Larker gets by easily. Now Anthony Charbois for third. Down this front stretch. Long straightaways here at Indy. Galloway leads another lap in the A3. We are now on lap number 10 of the Brickyard 400. Hanley gets down line third, so he didn't lose much ground at all. He only lost 1 position. Now he's fighting back on Larker. Looking to try and get to the inside of that 34 as they come off turn 2. Down the back stretch. Car shuffling high-low, trying to get in line. They may be 3 wide further back with Zachary Fitzwater Sr. and Luke Rainey. They get back to double file. close there. We talk about teammates. We have our two Red Bull Racing cars, first and third. And now we have the 34 and the 38. The teammates, they're second and fourth. Hanley looking low down the front stretch. Gets back up in line. 14 to go here at the Brickyard. And the Brickyard 400. Leading it is Oliver Galloway. Steve Barker is second. Hanley third. Carter Friesen fourth. Max Harrison up to fifth. Greg Torres inside the top 10. He's sixth. Jeff Bright just got to seventh. Levi Schoen's going to get to eighth as Eli Bright falls back. Zachary Fitzgerald Sr. going for ninth. There's a three-wide battle down the back stretch. Some contact being made between Rivera and the 4-3 crash. Trying to get back to double fat here by the time they get to turn 3. Which is the breaking point. They're 3 wide. They're almost going 4 wide off turn 3. Contact. Rivera to the wall. Strong wall. Around they go to the outside wall. Linden, the 7, gets collected. The 4-7 slides down. Gets Solana and Taylor. Solana saves it. The 7 and the 00 end up in a heap. Galloway leads us back. Walker second. Hanley third. We mentioned the 3 wide turn 3 how it was not going to work, and just before the halfway point they do it. Sharpaw involved. Griffin Lynn, the 7. There's Hamill, the 75. Looks like Salada and Taylor also got damaged. The 20 and the 77 there are 1-2 in points. The yellow flag, there's Rivera in the 12 with his damage. The yellow flag for the first time this afternoon, and it's for a big crash in the middle of the short chute of 3 and 4. And we're lucky it wasn't bigger. That happened in front of so many drivers, and I'm surprised that didn't take out 10, 15 cars in that. So the yellow flag comes out. First time just before the halfway point at the Brickyard. We'll see what happens. The caution flag comes out 3 wide off of turn number 3. We mentioned it was not going to work, and it didn't. Sharpaw and the 00, possibly likely their day is done. We mentioned the 3 wide, how it was not going to work, and right here you can see Josh Crash slid up. They almost make it 4 right there. There is room for 4 wide basically. So they basically are 4 wide with how the 43 kind of slides up there. And gets into the 12. Rivera right there gets into the 00 Sharpaw. They go up to the outside wall. Spin around. Pound Pound gets some contact there. That is our pulsar. Saves the car. Keegan Thompson, the 6 in the middle of all that. He somehow escapes it. Griffin Lynn nowhere to go. Luke Ray does a great job missing it. The 00 comes off the wall. Gets into Hamill. Taylor missed it. Salah goes sideways but saves the car. And those were the cars involved in that. Somehow Salah saves the car but does have some damage. I think Taylor missed it. A lot of drivers close misses. We saw Thompson just miss it. Luke Ray barely miss it. And then we saw Taylor there barely miss it. Right there, Thompson, Rainey, and then look at Taylor. As the 00 ping-pongs off a few cars there. And the 20 somehow gets through unscathed. Look at this from another camera angle from the Pagoda on the front stretch. And there's just behind the top 10. I think Eli Bright was 10th. Right there. This could have been some drivers' chases right here if they had gotten involved. How about Salah with that save, though? Just keeping it going straight. We'll go on board with a few drivers that were involved or near this crash. Lawrence Pound on the 24. Looked like got some front-end damage. We'll have to see how bad it is. I think he did make some contact, though. There. Yeah, he did make some contact. The front end a little bit buckled up. It'll be interesting to see how that affects his speed, if it does at all. Salada, the 77R points leader, involved as he goes for a slide but saves it. He's lucky to have saved that car, not gotten more damage than that, but still that is some pretty heavy damage to that car. We'll see how Salada is up to speed here. And Steven Taylor, the 20, somehow misses this big crash in front of him. Man, that's close. That could have been his race done as well. So Steven Taylor makes it through. Salada gets damaged. Remember, Salada came into the day over 200 points ahead of the 20. Oliver Galloway's dominated this race so far, trying to win back-to-back Crown Jewel races. He's leading right now the Brickyard 400, and he'll lead us back to the green flag as they come down the front stretch. Galloway in the A3 leading over Larker and his teammate Hanley. As the field paces through turn 3, we'll go back green this time. Lap number 16, Oliver Galloway still up front in the A3. Cars out are Derek Hamill and Anthony Charles. 40 cars on the lead lap. Patrick Smith had to come down pit road under the caution flag with an issue. He'll restart 40, so that's a tough break for him. He's running a little bit further up in the field. We'll see if he can cut through some of these damaged cars and try and get back up into contention late in the race, though. Oliver Galloway's dominated so far today. He's leading still at the Brickyard. Steve Larker is second, TJ Hanley third, Max Harrison fourth, Greg Torres fifth. Then we have Jeff Bright in sixth, Levi Schoen seventh, Zachary Fitzgerald Sr. eighth, Carter Friesen ninth, and Eli Bright rounds out the top 10. So we'll see how this restart goes. Oliver Galloway in the A3 out front. Steve Larker second, Hanley third. Hanley is Galloway's teammate. Will he try and get by the 34? Larker, a great restart. We're back racing here in the Brickyard 400. That was a great jump for Steve Larker. He's right on the bumper of the A3. Can he make the move? Stays in line to turn 1, but has a run. Getting through the gears a little better for the A3 of Galloway. Now off turn 1. Hanley to the inside for second. Trying to make it once again. Red Bull 1-2. Down the back stretch. Car's trying to block down low, trying to get in line, because remember, the inside lane is the place to be. Everyone going low with the A2. No one up top with the 34. Everyone leaving that 34 up top. Road draft for the 34 of Larker. Hanley through to second. Anderson through to third. Now Greg Torres for third in the 10. Can't get it done. Jeff Brent inside the top 5. It's been a while for our season number 2 champion of the series. The victory lane. He's trying to do it here today. Hanley looked low and his teammate got back up in line. Now Max Harrison's a run to turn 1. Can he take it? He's looking. He has a little bit of a nose. Hanley blocks it off. Now Hanley's going for the lead. They stay in line. Hanley protecting his teammate out front. Now Hanley looking low down the backstretch. This is the time to do it. It's late in the race. We're coming to 7 to go. It's all for yourself at this point. You cannot be helping your teammate like this. Go for the win. It's one of the biggest races of the season. Hanley's doing that. He's out front now in the Brickyard 400. Max Harrison quickly to his inside, trying to shuffle the Red Bull Racing cars out. And 3 of the 400 Motorsports cars up inside the top 10 here at the end. Can they get to victory lane? Front stretch. Max Harrison, 98, will lead lap number 17. 7 to go. Greg Torres to second. Jeff Brent up inside the top 3. He's up to third, going for second on Greg Torres. Season 6, race 2 was the last time we saw Jeff Brent victory lane in a Gatorade Cup Series car. Can he do it here today at the Brickyard? Down the back stretch. He's chasing Max Harrison, the 98. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater Sr. who is bottom lane. Fitzwater, with the help from Carter Friesen, will get beside the 5 and get by him easily. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. won at Mosport. Just a few races to go. He's looking for his second win in 3 races in this season. He's hunting down Max Harrison to come off turn number 4. To his inside he goes. Down the front stretch, the move made. Side by side the front. Anderson leads the lap. Fitzwater to his inside with help from Carter Friesen and Josh Crash. Crash needs a great race badly. He has 2 wins, but he's not inside the top 20 in points and he wants a wild card spot. 5 to go next time by at the Brickyard. Side by side throughout the whole field. Friesen the 38 out front now. Crash the 43 to second. Lawrence Pound on the 24. Going for a top 3 spot. He started on pole. Crash looking to the inside of the 38. Gets blocked off. Poundbound looking to the inside of the 43. Gets blocked off. Galloway, the A3 has found his way back down line. He's up to 4th again. Looking to try to charge his way back through the field. Front stretch. 4 cars. Breakaway single file. 5 to go. Yellow flag would end it. Carter Friesen wants that caution to come out because that 43 is fast. Hungry for a win. To the inside of turn 1. And through the short shoe of 1 and 2. Josh Crash. Here comes Galloway, the A3. Up inside the top 3. Backstretch. Side by side. Josh Crash out front. Oliver Galloway, the dominant car. Through to second. And he still has a shot at winning this race. Here comes Oliver Galloway to the inside on corner exit. To the inside, Josh Crash. For the lead, Oliver Galloway back up from the A3. So strong here today. Galloway clear. Oh, wreck, front stretch. The yellow flag will come out. Galloway back in front. Oliver Galloway's won here at the Brickyard for his 2nd straight win and his 2nd straight in a crown jewel race. A big crash front stretch. Justin Lightning, Mathis Wells, Eli Bright, Patrick Smith at the end. Greg Torres as well. Nathan Stapleton may have been. There's a 16-1. Big crash on the front stretch. It's going to end. There's Luke Rainey with his damage to the 2. He's down on the access road. And Oliver Galloway's won his 2nd straight Gatorade Cup Series race. And it's his 2nd straight in a crown jewel event. How about that for the A3 team? Out front the right time. They got so lucky here today. It's going to end in victory lane for that team. We'll see what happens to Brandon's caution flag. We rarely see wrecks on the front stretch here. As Matthew Wells in the 18. The first to go around with Justin Lightning. Yeah, we rarely see something like this happen down the front stretch. They're 3 wide. It looks like the 71 and the 18, they're kind of pinching together. Lightning could be just a little bit higher. and Wells just trying to get up there, and I think maybe he thought they were double file. They make hard contact with the inside. Well, no caution until they get completely sideways. Yellow comes out. Thompson involved. Jeff Bright, Luke Rainey. Bright gets away. Lyons gets away. There's Nathan Skipton in the middle of it. TJ Hanley. Joe Jefferson gets piled into it by Steve Larker. There's Stephen Taylor. Eli Bright slides down. Lloyd in the 56. Jake Galloway, Salata, Shones, Lightning, McDowell. There's Robert and Alexander Rowe. That was such a big crash. Cars are bouncing around everywhere. Some actually got away with bouncing around off each other to get straight again. And some cars use the bouncing around to their advantage to get straight. So all these cars right here in the middle of all of it. Cars, Joe Jefferson crossed the line. Steve Larker, Stephen Taylor, they all crossed the line even though they're bumping with each other all over the place. And that was a vicious crash as well. That was a pretty hard impact to that inside wall right there. And then it's such a narrow racetrack. Everyone just shoots back up. That's what you get. Nowhere to go for these drivers. The yellow flag comes out. For the second time, we'll end the race under the caution flag. It'll be Oliver Galloway to victory lane the A3 as he got out front as the yellow comes out. And will not have to risk any contest from behind. Oliver Galloway looking for a second straight Gatorade Cup Series victory. Will come back at the checker flag. Coming through turn 4, it's going to be Oliver Galloway to win his second straight Gatorade Cup Series race. And his first 2 Gatorade Cup Series wins. And the Southern 500 and the Brickyard 400. Just cannot get better than that. And we saw this last season with Stephen Taylor. He won the Southern 500. And then went out and won the Brickyard 400. So 2 seasons in a row, we've seen the driver of the Southern 500 win the Brickyard 400. It's happened for Oliver Galloway here this season as Red Bull Racing claims their 3rd victory of the season and their 2nd straight. Oliver Galloway with A3, victory lane over Tim Gary and Josh Crash and Cole Luigi. Galloway wins the Brickyard 400. How about that for the A3 team? So strong here, and now they have a shot at making the chase if all plays out right. Let's go see the finishing results. Here are the finish results from the Brickyard 400 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 2 caution flags for 8 laps, and 5 lead changes, 5 different drivers leading laps, as it was Oliver Galloway in the A3 out front for most of this race. 15 laps late, dominated early on, fell back, found his way back down line, and got out front as the yellow came out to get to victory lane. Tim Garion's up 2nd here today, Josh Crash 3rd, Cole Luigi the 2nd straight race. He's come out of nowhere to finish inside the top 5, Luigi this time 4th, and Carter Friesen led lap in 5th. Then Trip McGinnis 6th, Lawrence Poundpound, great points today for him. He's trying to get inside the top 10 in points. Right now 7th. And starting on pole leading 3 laps. Great day for him. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., another good day for him in 8th. Anthony Hernandez, that's what he needed as well. He's just inside the top 10 points. Ends up 9th. And same with Jacob Davidson. He's just inside the top 10 points. Davidson ends up 10th. There's our top 20. So many drivers that needed good days, they had good days. That's not good for them. Because Pound Pond, he was just on the outside. He needed Hernandez and Davidson to have bad days. They both had great days. Jay Jefferson the same with Pound Pond. And Jefferson ends up 12th. So, I mean, a lot of these drivers that were wanting drivers to have bad days, everyone that was near the cutoff had good days. 37 cars finished the race running. Mathis Wells out. Luke Rainey, radiator from that last crash, out. Justin Lightning as well. All in all, 5 cars DNFing due to crashes. Let's now go see how the points shake up. We are down to the final 2 races to make the Gatorade Cup Series chase. 1,000 laps completed after today. And here are the point standings. Pena Salata, bad race for him. Cuts the points lead down to only 204 points, so it was about 10-point swing there for the 20 Stephen Taylor. Taylor still 2nd. Trip McGinnis is 3rd, Max Anderson 4th, and Code Luigi a solid 5th in the points. Then you have Patrick Smith. He's down to 6th after his troubles that he's had lately. He's still in a pretty good position, though, to make the chase. He's obviously going to make the chase, but if he falls outside the top 10, so we'll see how that goes. If he falls outside the top 10, he automatically takes the wildcard spot. Obviously, drivers that are in the wildcard spot, they do not want that to happen. 7th was Sebastian Kugelon, Jacob Davidson 8th, 9th is Justin Lightning, and Anthony Hernandez holds the final spot inside the top 10. So as you look at the top 20, Lawrence Poundpound only 16 points off his teammate for the final spot. Anthony Hernandez, though, has 2 points to pass Justin Lightning. So it's kind of close there at the cutoff. Jay Jefferson just there, Ryan Taylor, Dale Lightning, Keegan Thompson, Joe Jefferson 16th. They have Carter Friesen and TJ Hanley both with 1 victory, but they're not in a position because 19th and 20th, the teammates, both have 2 victories. Josh Crash, 19th with his 2 victories. Charles Robert, 20th with his 2 victories, would override Hanley and Carter Friesen's 1 victory. So they really need the Crash and Robert to fall out, or they could both win another race on the season and get a wild card that way. So it's going to be interesting. Right now, our winners outside the top 10 in points are 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. As you look, 21st and 40th, Diego Yepez is 21st, Greg Torres. Luke Rainey's fallen to 23rd. He needs another win badly to make this chase. Steve Larker and Oliver Galloway, They need a lot to go right as well. Looks like their chase chances are almost over. Zachary Phillips in 32nd, Alexander 34th, and just look down. There is the full points field. So after Indianapolis, we're down to our final 2 races to make the chase. We go to Kentucky for the KFC 400. I'll see you guys then.